So unfortunately, whenever Valve fully released CS2, they made a few changes to smoke grenades, which has caused a few inconsistencies among some of the different smokes, especially on Mirage. So I'll go ahead and show you the connector smoke from this position no longer works. When you just jump throw right here, used to the way the smokes behave during the beta, whenever it would land right here, it would fully bloom in and cover up all of connector. Unfortunately now, it leaves a massive gap right at the top where people can peek top mid. I mean, there's pretty much nowhere, it's just a useless smoke now. So definitely don't throw that anymore. I've found probably the most consistent lineup that is easy to hit is you want to get stuck into this corner right here, and there's this little shadow that comes down, and right where it meets this kind of flat part right here along this part of the wall, you just do a jump throw right along the bottom of it like this. It's going to end up landing about 4 steps up, or maybe even 5, just like that. It's going to fill in the entirety of connector to where there's no gaps. That's the one I would recommend throwing, but I'm going to show you a few more options that you have for smoking that and for smoking top con. So similar to the old lineup, you can still get stuck into this trash can. You bring your crosshair exactly to where you would before, but then you bring it all the way down to the bottom of the rug and just do a W jump throw. Just tap W and jump throw at the exact same time. And that's going to end up going a little bit deeper into the connector. And for some reason, it behaves a little bit differently and fully blooms into where there aren't any gaps. Although you do have to be careful. There are small little gaps. So if someone's holding with an op, they may be able to get a peek every now and then. But I would definitely say this is still worth throwing from time to time, especially for a very fast play. But you just have to keep in mind that you don't want to hang out too long, as you can see. It's hard to say. I still think it's a good smoke to throw though. Maybe a little inconsistent at times. So yeah, play around with that. You know, if you think it's worth throwing, go ahead and throw it. So right off spawn, you can get stuck into this corner right here. You can find this little piece of the hay sticking off of the roof. This one right here is kind of alone by itself. You just tap D and jump throw at the exact same time. So just like the second you hit D, you jump throw. So I'll go ahead and show you, boom. As you can see, I went a little bit to the right and boom, it's gonna pop right off this, land right here into top con so that you're able to push up and take connector control or peek cat. You're just gonna have to worry about, you know, if there's any CTs that are tucking into positions like this, you can molly them out, but it's just a good way to gain a little bit of early control. It allows you to end up clearing out connector and getting control of it early round. However you wanna use it, you know, be my guest, but this is a very useful smoke to throw. And finally, if you're ever coming up connector, you can get stuck into this corner right here and simply left click a smoke right at the tip of this pole, just right here. That's going to end up smoking off from stairs all the way to the wall here, allowing you to push up past connector and end up peeking and taking jungle control once you get through connector. So this is a really good smoke for some kind of mid to late round calls. It's really beneficial, so definitely use that every now and then if you find yourself in underpass a lot. So yeah, I hope you're able to use all of these smokes to help you take mid or connector control on CS2, and maybe it'll find you a few more rounds and boost your rating on CS2 Premier.